Hello everybody, welcome back to FIFA 23, and this is likely going to be the last video on FIFA 23 unless something kind of crazy happens, I suppose. So recording this on a Friday, which of course there's a new join the club, which would give us, you know, an 83 times 5 and an 84 times 5 in next year's ultimate team. I'm gonna get to that sooner or later, more sooner rather than later, because the game officially releases next week. Basically, the web app will open up on the 20th, which will be 5 days from now. And yeah, we're pretty much at the end game. I've tried my best to do every SBC possible. Of course, since there's so much, and since I was in class and stuff like that, I did not have time to finish everything. But I will try my best to complete all the ones that I've missed out. I still have to do Bellingham and I still have to do Harry Kane. So I just want to do these for collection's sake and stuff like that. But in any case, for this video, I think it's about time we just wrap it up. We just wrap up the video by just looking back at the club and looking at my records and stuff like that, and see just how I finished off this FIFA cycle. So yeah. It's been a long journey. It's been a whole year basically since I started this journey, this channel rather. And I gotta say, I'm pretty surprised with the result of my channel. I honestly wasn't expecting a lot. I was expecting maybe around 200 subscribers. I was probably expecting about 100 subscribers, to be fair. All right, let me be fair. I was expecting about 100 subscribers by the end of I'd say by around team of the season, because I thought I did well. I did well enough. I thought I did good enough, but thankfully you guys surprised me. You guys surprised me with a lot of subscribers, like 900, almost close to 1,000 in 1 year. And honestly, I just didn't think I was gonna make it this far. So yeah, thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for everything you guys have done for me. This has been a pretty good motivator to keep on going. And yeah, hopefully we'll carry all that momentum into EAFC 24. So yeah, with that being said, guys, let's take a look at our club for FIFA 23. I might do a video looking back on previous FIFAs that I've participated in. Of course, the earliest one I participated in was FIFA 20. And yeah, that's pretty much where I started playing FIFA, and that's practically where we're gonna look back into. So we're gonna look into that before the servers shut down on November. So let's go take a look. So first, we're gonna take a look at me. This is my win-loss ratio, or this is my win-loss record. It's 1,223 wins and 985 losses with 63 draws. So yeah, I'd say that's a pretty fair assessment. I'm actually kind of surprised I did play a lot of games like those, but I guess when you're playing a game for content, you do tend to do that. Ironically, it says Toure is my top scorer, but that's from my active squad, which of course they're not gonna put him based on that. So we're gonna have to look into ourselves, into the actual club, just to see where we're at. So this is the team I was running earlier, just to play some fun. Yeah, of course I've been running the same old like 99s. Messi's there, Leao's there, Holland. I put merchants there because it's fun. And yeah, we got plenty of footies cards. I think I've never used Vinicius. Okay, I used him for 6 games and got 4 assists. That's fair. All right, so let's take a look at this squad and see where we ended up with this. So I only played 3 squads with Leao, 6 with Holland, and he scored 5 and assisted 4. Mertens scored 8 and 6. Messi 6 and 3 and 9 with 9 matches. Marquisio, I only used him 3 times. Van Dijk, I've used him 14 times. Yada yada. Lucio, I've used him 28 times. Konate, I used him 66 times. Rashford, Vinicius, Govo, I used him plenty of times. Kim and Jay, I've not used at all, only as a sub. Yaya Toure, I did use him plenty of times since I packed him. Osimhen, I've not played him a lot. But it's good to have him as a first owner untradeable. I just need Kvaratskhelia as a first owner untradeable just to complete the collection. And yeah, that's pretty much it for those ones. Now let's take a look at the rest of the club just to see where we finished off. So I packed Dybala today. Not much of a thing in there. So pretty much assume that most of these cards are going to have like 0-0-1 unless I point them out. Which Lewandowski, for example, I only used him 52 games. I actually thought I used him more than that, which is kind of surprising. There's De Bruyne, Toni Kroos. I've literally not really used them a lot. So yeah, most of these players I've not used. The ones that I will point out that I've used, I will point them out. I've not used Alawiren, Florenzi, not even Nakata, which I was planning on using, but I just forgot. In any case, I packed Ginola. That's fine. Mudryk I completed. Musiala in Holland. I packed Musiala way too many times at this point. Of course, I packed R9. I have not used him yet. I probably might use him for these last couple of games or whatever. Rafael Varane, I packed him out of the level up player pick. Zinedine Zidane, of course, and Gabriel Jesus. Van Persie is one that I've used plenty of times, mostly as a super sub, but it works out pretty well, I guess. There's Kvaratskhelia, Mo Salah. I used him 64 matches. That's pretty good since I packed him in the Ultimate Team of the season. Rudiger, I've used him plenty of times. 48 goals, 30 assists in 50 matches. Son, I've played him a hell of a lot. 144 matches with 51 and 51. So, really good player for me. Really fun player to use. Tammy Abraham, I used him plenty of times as well. And he scored a heck of a lot of goals. Look at that. 87 goals. 39 assists. Now, I think I used him a couple times in squad battles, to be fair. But I do usually play rivals and stuff like that because squad battles take forever. Koulibaly, I did use him plenty of times as well. Lemar, I've only used him a handful of times. Lloris, I didn't really use him a lot. Damn. Kuhl, I used him a couple times. Who else is noteworthy? Smolarek, only used him like 8 times. Yeah, he's okay. N'Golo Kante, I've literally not used them at all. Although I might use him for the Chelsea objective for next year's thing. Kessie, Sancho, Fred, yeah. Typical ones. Arnautovic. I was planning on using Arnautovic. I just haven't used him yet. Antoine Griezmann, I packed him. I packed Neymar today as well, but his team of the season moments rather. Then I pack him anywhere else. Figo. Okay, now we're gonna start going into some of the ones I've used a lot. Maldini, for example. Yeah, 466 matches. Since I packed him, I have literally not used any other center back other than Maldini up until the end game center backs. Harry Kane absolutely deserves a spot on the legends. On the spot of the FIFA 23 legends, he fits right in there. Look at that. 379 matches with 436 and 293. That is a lot. Pedri, I only used him 100 times. That's fair. I did not use Busquets or anything. Socrates, I used him plenty of times. Yeah, 244 matches, 26 and 65. He was really good. Jordi Alba, I used him plenty of times, a couple times. Muriel, I used him plenty of times, and he was pretty good. I had a rough time using him at the beginning, but I've grown used to him as time went by. Ruben Neves, I used him plenty of times. Insigne, I've only used him a couple times. Diego Carlos, a couple times there. Not much. Musa, only a couple times. Mostly the Super League ones. I probably used them plenty of times. Team of the Year Bellingham. Did not pack him in Team of the Year. I packed him during the re-release, but it's still fun to pack something like that. All right. Harry Kane, his base version, it doesn't really matter. His base Team of the Season. Harry Maguire, Jeremy Frimpong. I used him a couple times, I think. Klosterman, not at all. Maris, not at all. Sanchez, not even. Pretty much all these, not even. Capdevila, handful of times. I packed Team of the Year Dino. I've literally never used him, even though I'm probably gonna complete his. I'm likely gonna complete his his cover star icon. So yeah. Who else? Beckham. I completed his SBC. Cantona. Wow, I actually haven't used Cantona a lot since I packed him. I actually packed him a while back ago, and I just never used him because there were better strikers. Zidane. Now, I'm surprised I haven't used him a lot. I think it's because his style of play was a bit too odd to me. even though he was expensive at the time I packed him, because he was still like a 2 mil player when I packed him, like a 1.5 2 mil player. Something just didn't seem right with him. I played him plenty of times and he played pretty okay, but just something didn't seem right for some reason. Maybe it's a skill issue. Son, his team of the season moments, I definitely used him a lot. Zambrota, definitely used him plenty of times as well. Who else? Petr Cech. This guy was a monster. Look at that, 196, 170, 89. His right foot was sketchy, of course, but his left foot was a freaking it was a weapon, man. I did not use the base run. What was this? This is his prime, right? This is prime Ronaldinho. I did not even use him a lot, so that's a bit sad. None of these guys I used. Gedson Fernandez I'm using plenty of times, 75 times. Yep. Then I used George Best. I used Chicharito plenty of times. He was fun. I've not used Theo Hernandez, which is something I thought I was going to be able to do a lot now, but I guess it just never materialized. None of these guys I played, not even Foot Birthday Mateus that I packed a couple days ago. Verratti, no, not even close. Yeah, just pretty much those ones. Ozil, Bale. Bale, actually, I think I used him a couple times, actually. Yeah, 118 times. It's plenty. Not much there. Saka, not much. Didn't even use him at all. Firmino, Millie Savage. Absolutely Millie Savage. I remember there was a point at the beginning of this card's release that I used him as a striker. I would just put him at center mid and then just move him up to striker and just keep him with the hunter, and he would be deadly. He'll be so fun to use, but that doesn't really work anymore. Did all the shapeshifters. Zaha was a really good fullback, really good card, great defensively. Joselu, I used him a couple times. Nah, not much. Jairzinho, I did not even use at all, so I don't even know how he is, but that doesn't really matter anymore. Now that there's so many overpowered players nowadays. Let's see who else. Bruno Guimaraes, yeah, whatever. Hierro, Ginola, nah, I already got his better Ginola. Oh, Van der Sar, of course, Van der Sar. 1,000 games with Van der Sar. I packed him during Team of the Year, so of course I was bound to play pretty much a whole bunch of games. I got 7 assists on Van der Sar. Damn. Okay. I don't even know how, but I did. This Tammy Abraham. Yep. This one was a monster. This one was crazy. That 5-star weak foot upgrade that he got after the Roma advanced to the finals, that made all the difference. Honestly, that made all the difference in the world. So, really good card. Really amazing card. Definitely had a lot of fun using him. Kaoru Mitoma, I used him plenty of times. He was really fun. Unfortunately, the power curve. Di Lorenzo, I've used him plenty of times in the Serie A. 262, really good turnout, as well as Tomori. Since I've got him red, really good card to use as well. Who else? Enzo, not there. Morientes, Isaac, nope, none of these. Desai, nope, not even close. Roberto Carlos, probably use them never. I think I might have switched out his version actually, because that's not the version that I usually use. So Sergio Ramos, I used him plenty of times. He was really good at the time when he was out. So really good card, really powerful. Diaby as well. I did not utilize him since I didn't have a lot of Bundesliga, but maybe next year. Maybe next year if he gets a better card. Kuhl. This Kuhl card, since I packed him from a hero player pick many a months ago, he was one of the good ones. He was very clutch, very good. He was fun to use. Payet. I did not use this Payet as much as I did his Winter Wild cards. Dries Mertens, I've definitely played him. Dries Mertens played plenty of times. Cuadrado, absolutely I did. After I packed him. He was cheap, but he was very useful and very good. Who else? Voller, nope. Di Natale, nope. Di Maria, absolutely Di Maria. He was like one of the best cards to come out of the World Cup team of the tournament, and he was an SBC, so no way I was going to get rid of him, especially with this record. So really good card, really cool card. Richarlison as well. He actually got a pretty good turnout for what he was. I understand he was very expensive at the time, but I still wanted to keep him, you know, Tottenham Hotspur or whatever. De Ketelare. Now, this guy was a monster for me. Now, I remember I was in a conversation, like, I think they were asking about, like, picking the 5-star skill and the 5-star weak foot version of this card. And I always told myself, like, I made the right choice, because if I had chose the 5-star weak foot version of this card, I would not have gotten this turnout with him, because this card was just unstoppable when he was lengthy. When he was lengthy, he was just unstoppable. He's an automatic shooter. His passing is really good for what it was back then. 91 short passing, 91 long passing as well. So if you just couldn't break with him, you'll have another player break and he'll easily make that pass nice. So 93 strength. If you put him to marksman, he'll be lengthy. If you give him an anchor, he'll be lengthy with a bit more pace. And with the 5-star Wifu, he was a perfect striker at 6'4" as well. So yeah, for me, De Ketelare is a club legend for me. Club legend. Hopefully we get a better version next year. Paul Pogba, used him plenty of times. Yep, 224. Bonucci, they didn't use him a lot. Saicedo, not much either. This Capdevila card, I definitely used plenty of times since I packed him. I believe this one I packed out of the free one that they did by mistake, which is, you know, it's pretty fun, I suppose. I packed this Yaya Toure. This was more recent. It was in the re-release. Oh yeah, this Chiellini card actually. Did I use him plenty? Nah, just 11 times or whatever. Probably from Objective. Joaquin Correa, I used him plenty of times after I completed his SBC and after he got upgraded. It was really nice, and I love the dynamic. The one card I have not completed from the World Cup that was Argentinian was Acuna. I did not complete Acuna, and I'm kind of upset that I didn't, because that one would have completed the collection of the World Cups. So, yep, just upset. Anyways, Payet, monster card when he was out. I remember. I'm sure most of you remember. Yaya Toure. Oh, his World Cup version. Oh man, this was a fun card to use. 823 games, of course, because I packed him during Team of the Year, or at least before Team of the Year. I packed him through one of the World Cup like player picks, and I got him. So used him since then. It was a long time coming. Rashika, I used him plenty of times for that Super League squad. Plenty fun. Munier, I didn't really use him a lot. This Marquisio card, I've used him plenty of times since I completed him. And yeah, it was a really good card to use at the time. So and his new version is actually really good too. So I'm happy with that. Higuain, used him plenty of times as that lengthy kind of player. Really good card. Alawiren, absolutely, I used him. Oh my god. Nah, not 666. No! Alright, anyways. Yeah, used him a lot, plenty of times. He was really fun at the time. Enzo, I did not use him a lot because of the links. Wow, I actually used him a lot more than I thought I did. Okay, fair enough. Politano. Now this guy was something else. This guy, when he was released, oh man, he was really good. He was really good at making the run. He was really fun to use. I just enjoyed a lot of my time with him. Oshiman, this guy, friggin' team player of the month. Because with those stats, he was lengthy with the marksman and with the pace that he had, unstoppable. Just no way of stopping him. Haller, I kept him for the culture. Weghorst, he was really good to use actually. He wasn't bad. I just wish he got upgraded. It will be the only time, and it will be the only time ever where I would actually root for Manchester United to win that game. Any other time, no. But this time around, yeah, I wish you could have won that game. Kulusevski, I never really used him. Those footballers weren't really there. Elmas, I didn't really use him. Miley, I don't even know why I still have him. Dries Mertens, absolutely, I know why I have him. He's a club legend in every aspect. 180 games, 133, 106. Really cool card. I've enjoyed Mertens a lot. Oh yeah, also, before I go into that one, Endo, I remember this card. I just haven't gotten rid of him because it's fun. And Kim and Jay, It was the one early center back that I've used pretty much every time since he got upgraded, or at least since he got the Player of the Month, which they could have given him more pace to be fair at the time, but that just didn't happen, and I just used him a lot. Now, the one club legend that I've always used, and he was a gold card, was this Theo Hernandez. To this day, ever since I packed him, I have not gotten rid of this gold card. And as a result, look at that. 1,458 games played with this man. This guy has been with me since the beginning of when I packed him. So this guy deserves to stay as a club legend. I would not get rid of him in any other circumstance, as much as the game or the web app has tried to many times doing the 85 times 10. So he's staying there forever, and he'll forever be there as a member. So there we go, guys. That's the rundown of my squad, of my club rather. Yeah, it's been a cool journey. It's been really fun. I guess the only thing that's missing right now is just to complete the rest of the SBCs, you know, just for the sake of just completing everything, just making sure there's no like loose ends when it comes to these kind of cards, because yeah, sooner or later the servers are gonna drop and the servers are gonna fall and no one's gonna use these games, and the only way we can ever record these is through where I'm doing right now, just the video form, you know, video format. This is gonna be on the channel hopefully forever. But yeah, with that being said, guys, if you guys enjoyed my little club tour, just let me know in the comments below, and let me know how was your FIFA 23 experience. What do you expect from EAFC 24? And yeah, with that being said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time. See ya.